So I bought this new Imco, or not really new, but I guess it's an antique now, but this Imco G11 lighter on eBay. I started watching the show Mad Men not too long ago, and I started looking at vintage lighters online, and the Imco lighters interested me the most. Specifically the Imco Triplex Super 6700 is the one that I'd wanted to get, but I couldn't find any for a good price. I tried a couple auctions and I didn't win any of them because I didn't have time to watch them closely. But I ended up getting one of these Imco G11 lighters, which is a butane lighter instead of a lighter fluid lighter. And I think I got it for about $6 on eBay used, and it came with a few spare canisters. But I didn't do all that much research before I bought the lighter. So I didn't know that when I got it I wouldn't really be able to use it. It's more of a collector's piece. But I wanted to be able to use it because it's a cool looking lighter. It's compact enough. It fits in your pocket nicely, and I like them. I think it's really cool. So the reason that they're not really all that usable anymore is because Imco, the company that makes these, which is an Austrian company, they come with these butane canisters, and back when these lighters were being sold before the company went out of business, rather than refilling these canisters, you were supposed to just buy new canisters. And I'll zoom in on this so you can see on the bottom of these canisters it's just clear plastic. It's just plastic. There's no fill valve on there at all. And you see it says Imco Gas G11. So these are not made to be refilled. You just throw these away and get a new canister of butane when you need to when your lighter runs out of fuel. So I got this lighter with all these empty canisters, and I thought, great, I'm going to refill these, and then I found out that I couldn't refill them, so I was determined to make up my own way of refilling this so that I could use this lighter. And I'm lucky enough that since I play airsoft, I have a big box of miscellaneous random airsoft parts and accessories, which I'm sure most of us have, in my closet, and I dug through it and I found some airsoft gas magazine valves. And so all I did to put these valves in on the bottom is I drilled a hole in the bottom of the canister. It looks kind of messy, but I drilled a hole in the bottom of the canister that was the appropriate size, and then I just turned the valve in there. I threaded it right into the plastic, as if it were like a wood screw or something like that. I threaded it right into the plastic, and with that alone, it was airtight, and it was probably strong enough to hold the pressure. But just for some extra assurance, after I cut the threads in it with the threads on the valve itself, I put some JB Weld, which is the strongest epoxy that I have in my house. I'm sure there are plenty of things that are stronger, but JB Weld is some pretty awesome stuff. So I put some JB Weld inside the hole on the threads and turned it back in there and let it cure overnight. And so now I have a working gas valve in the bottom of these canisters that are not meant to be refillable. They're just meant to be disposable. So at some point, I'm sure this canister is going to be no good anymore and I won't be able to use it, and I'll just have to throw it away. And maybe I'll have to do it to another empty canister or find some more empty canisters. But for now, this works for me, and I am very happy that I have a working G11 lighter. Because I looked all over the internet for ways to refill them or refillable canisters for them, and I can't find them being sold anywhere. People are selling these lighters a lot on eBay, and they're selling them pretty cheap because they don't work, because these canisters are not refillable. And I have seen some refillable canisters, but I haven't seen any for sale anywhere since Imco is out of business. Perhaps some company will start making them again eventually, but for now they're unavailable. So this is my solution. I'm not guaranteeing that this is going to work for everyone, or that it's safe even. I mean, this may blow up in my hand one day, but for now I'm pretty excited that I have a working lighter. And a working lighter that's a pretty cool looking vintage antique lighter. The only thing I don't like about this lighter that I like better about the Triplex is that the Triplex lights every single time you strike it. This G11, I have to strike it a few times usually to get it to light because the gas comes out with too much pressure. And that may be because the gas can I'm using might just have really high pressure in it. So it sort of blows the spark away and doesn't get lit, so it takes a few tries. But after a while it does light okay, and it has a pretty nice flame, which I'll show you. There you go. See, so you see how big that flame is. Sorry about that, my camera turned off. But anyway, you could see how big that flame is. It's dangerously large, but I'm still pretty excited that I have a working lighter. Maybe good for starting campfires and whatnot. Probably not the best for lighting a cigarette because you wouldn't want a flame that large, that close to your face. But maybe I'll be able to solve that problem sometime down the road with some lower pressure gas, because I don't really know how I can get the flame to be smaller, because there is no adjustment on these canisters. You can turn the top a little bit to open them, but that just releases gas out of the threads because you're breaking the seal. It doesn't change how much gas is being let out of the valve. So maybe if I fill them with gas, get as much liquid in there as I can, and then possibly purge a little bit to relieve some pressure without releasing liquid, maybe that'll be the solution. But for now, I'm pretty excited that I found a solution to make my G11 work, because I did not know that I was buying a non-working item when I bought this on eBay. But it was pretty cheap. Like I said, $6, and it came with all these canisters, and I already had these airsoft magazine valves laying around. So all in all, I'd say it was a success.